Okay, so let me remove this one. I wanna try to solve this problem. I wanna try to solve this problem with O of n term complexity. I found one solution and I'll try to implement it right now. Before that, I managed to come up with my own solution, but it was like more like log um O of n and log something. And this solution was based on the sequence 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 number of the repeating characters and then their frequencies, and then I was doing some corner cases, so like adjustments, because like let's say if I have two sequences of length 3 and zero sequences of length 2 and zero sequences of length 1, then these sequences of length 2 they affect the sequences of length the sequences of length 3 affects the sequences of length 2, meaning like if I have like one sequence of length 3 of the same character, it means that um, I'll have like two sequences of length 2 and three sequences of length 1 by just selecting subsequences of sequence of length 3. And because of that, I need to do like I record here the sequences, and then I try to insert them in increasing order of the length for the same character, and then I try to adjust, because in reality I need to have like top 3 probably, top 3 or top 2 longest um, sequences that happens at least 3 times. Mm, at least 3 times. And that will make me yeah, and I need to, based on that um, kind of sequence character-wise, I'll figure out like with the longest one. It's like a lot of a lot of hacks here. Like um, I don't need to look up to uh, all the sequences of different lengths. I need to check only the top one, the longest one that has like frequency greater than 3, if there is no one, if the top one has a frequency of length of 2, and if the frequency is greater than 2, it means that I can just decrease the length by 1, and that will like count for like um, two two parts in the first sequence and 2 parts in the second sequence. So it's already 4, so I can return the longest as a pair as longest length minus 1. And if there is a previous pair, then probably mm, I can adjust. I can use this one, and I can use the previous pair, but I can adjust it so that the longest one affects it. And um, if the pair frequency is greater than 3, it means that um, I can like take the length of it minus 2 and like just um, do a sliding window of like 1, 2, and 3 subsequences, and it's gonna be like already what we are looking for. And the longest one of this like four strategies gonna be the winner, and I return it the longest. So it's a little bit cumbersome solution, like I have a binary search here to insert, and etc. etc. But there are some solutions that are based on the heap, and let me try um, to to come up with it now, because I know the general idea, general approach, and I'll try to program it right now. So mm, the idea is to have this. Let's say we have this sequence A B C A B A, and I'll have the A1 first, then for A I'll have for A I need to create a heap. For every letter I'll create a heap of three top elements, and I assume this heap should be heap it should be min heap, and then I'll evict the the smallest one, and I'll try to put the current sequence inside, mm, something like that. So I have the heap one in a heap, and then I'll have a new sequence B1, and I have a heap for B, and I'll have a heap for C, also one, C1, and then I'll have a heap again A1, so I add one to the heap, mm, and then again I have a heap, I have B1 sequence, and um, I add B to the heap again, and then I'll have A1, and then I'll add A to the heap. And in this case, um, I need to go through the letters in the end, and all the heaps that have like three elements that are full. So I'll have like min heap of max three elements. And every time I see a sequence, I will add every time, let's say I have like, so in this case I'll go through the A, B, and C, and B and C should be dropped because they have non-full heap of like two and one elements. A full heap for my case is like three elements. A is a candidate, so I take mean value from the heap. It's going to be one, and it's going to be the length of the sequence that happens three times. Why it works. So let's assume I add in the end three A's. So everything gonna be the same, um, but how it's gonna change situation for this? Um, it's gonna be B1 and C just one, and then in the end I'm gonna have A1, then gonna have a sequence number A2. So I need to evict 2 and put mm, evict 1 and put 2 in the heap. It's gonna be something like that. Okay. So I'll put 2 here, and now I'm gonna have 1, 1. And then I move to the next character. It's gonna be A3, the sequence length of consecutive A's. So we need to again evict min element from the heap because it's already for A length of 3, and I'll add I'll 3 to the heap. So I'll have 1, 2, and 3. And then in this case, the min sequence again gonna be I'm gonna go through A, B, and C, check if whatever letter has a full heap of length 3, and get the minimum. In this case, it's gonna be 1. So let's assume I have this uh, for A's case. How it's gonna work. So let's assume I have A as as input, and I go A initially 1, and then I'm gonna have a heap for A. I'm gonna have like 1, and then I'm gonna go to A2. So I add 2 to the heap, and then it's gonna be A3. I add 3 to the heap, and then it's gonna be A4. I cannot add 4 because I need to evict first element as the smallest one. It's gonna be min heap of 3 elements. So evict first, then I add 4, and then I'm done with my input, and I go through all letters heaps, and I get the minimum for each, and then in this case it's gonna be 2. So this is like pretty much optimal solution. If I go to the implementation, I'm gonna have like priority array of priority queues, queue integer array queue 26, and then for in pi equals 0 ls and s length equals fast, then I'm gonna have char ch equals s char at I, and then a priority queue priority queue, let's see, and frequency equals 1, char f char equals f char at 0, and then here 1, and then if char is equal to f char, then I'm gonna increment the frequency, else I'm gonna do all the manipulations with the priority queues. I'm gonna find the frequency equals 1, and then ref char equals char. So priority queue is gonna be a Pref char minus a. Then if pq equals null, then pq equals new priority q integer. Then I'm gonna push the integer like int1, I1, int I2. And then I'm gonna integer compare I1, I2. So it's gonna be the mean heap. And then I'm gonna have a pref char minus a equals pq, and then if so I'm gonna pq offer frequency, and then if pq size greater than 3, then pq call, and then in the end I need to do the final iteration, and then I need to go through all point I equals 0 I less than 26 plus plus. I need to go through all these heaps and check if q equals a I if if pq equals null or pq size less than 3, then continue, and then I'm gonna have int result equals 0 or like -1, and if or just pq pick result equals max result pq pick, and then I'm gonna return the result. Something like this. Okay, still integer. What's the problem? Maybe this one. Maybe it's confusing. Okay. Priority queue with custom product Java. What it will say? Everything should be right. Maybe it's this one. It's doesn't like this one. Oh, I know. Integer. Integer. Okay. Better. So the question is repeating A's. Why it is not working? Return. Maybe custom if I1 equals I2, return -1 else return this one. Let's use this one. And how was this? No, still no. Okay. If I gonna print it 4 and I equals 0, I let the PQ size while PQ size while not empty, then system out println and PQ dot all. Should be 3 once. No, it should be like. Oh, it doesn't even go inside this one. Okay. System out PQ out println size plus PQ size. Size is 1. That's interesting. Oh, even okay. So even if I'm incrementing it, I need to CPU. Yep, yep. In all cases, even if I am even incrementing it, I need to code. I need to add that. So integer compare, that's gonna be stay the same. That's gonna stay the same. Integer compare. So even if I'm changing the frequency, whatever, here I need um, I need to add it here. Something like this. Um, no, still 3, 4, 4. I need it to be only work only once. Where should I insert it so every time? Probably here. And I need to remove it from here. Yep. Let me remove this big line. Where is the? There. Oh, they are removed. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh no, they are not removed here. Cannot see them anymore. Paragraph print. Print. No. Okay. Run. Submit. Yeah. A little bit better than my previous submission, like this one. But this one can be improved by manually implementing priority queue for the 3 elements, like manually implementing like heap for this just 3 elements, and this will improve this performance significantly by passing this priority queue. Yep, that's it. So I made this mistake for the like not incrementing, not saving the incremented frequency, um, even if like it's the same character. So that's why the status says fail. But hope you get some insight how to approach this kind of problem.